Hello and welcome, all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Leos or have significant Leo placements. Welcome to your month ahead tarot forecast, looking at the month of October 2023. So yeah, we're going to be pulling tarot to go over overarching themes and messages about what you can expect out of your month ahead. And because October is the time when the veil between the spiritual realm and our earthly realm is at its thinnest, I'm also going to be pulling special messages about what energy is most strongly coming through the veil for you. These might be related to your monthly messages. They might not. Pardon me. I have hair tickling my face. These could be spiritual gifts that are emerging or expanding. These could be messages from passed on loved ones. You could be getting a lot of clarity and intuitive insight about a particular situation in your life. So we're going to see what comes through. I'm going to apologize in advance. My allergies and asthma and cystic fibrosis are all kind of having seasonal flare-ups. So my voice is... Oh, my voice is a little scratchy. I've also got some coughing, case in point. Thank you for bearing with me. It's also why it's taken me a little bit to get monthly predictions out. But we're going to stick to it. Persistence is key, which I feel like is fitting for this group of my little fixed sign mavens. So yeah, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful month. I hope you had a great September and that it was fruitful and enjoyable for you. I'm really excited to get into the messages today. Yeah, super excited. Oh, excuse me. This feels, so some of the groups had like, there's a lot going on. This feels like this is not quite as active, but I do feel like there I'm so sorry. There's a sense of importance here. I want to look at this card but not take it. 9 of Swords reversed. Perfect. This is really going to be a month where your anxieties, your fears, your concerns can kind of take a back seat. The Page of Swords reversed. It's kind of like you guys don't have the information yet, especially because in this deck, they've got the key. It's like you don't quite have the information yet, or maybe you have the information, you can sense it's coming in, but it hasn't unlocked something yet. But because you have that sense that it's coming or it's going to emerge for you, I feel like this is going to be a month where your anxieties and concerns kind of tend to abate a little bit. So let's see what you get. 10 of Cups. I love this. Some of you, you're like just basking in the happiness. There's nothing to worry about because something's come to fruition. The 4 of Cups reversed. Okay, I already really like this. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. The 3 of Swords. Wow. And then the 7 of Pentacles reversed. I see a very clear story here. Excuse me, hang on. Sorry, folks. I see a clear story here where there's been something where there was a very clear investment that didn't pan out. This might be something that's still ongoing for you and that comes to a close in this month. For many of you, this is something that already passed. And it's like you stopped, you know, with the Pentacles, you stopped like physically investing into this thing. You stopped putting your time into it. You stopped putting your resources into it, your labor, etc. But it feels like there was still some bitterness with the 3 of Swords. It's been hard to get over. The 3 of Swords is heartbreak, but it's kind of got that like mental element to it where it's kind of rehashing it over and over and over again. I've heard somebody describe the 3 of excuse me, the 3 of Swords is something that you're rehashing past, present, and future and going back over it and combing over it and kind of being like, what could I have done differently? A lot of you guys this month, you're finally truly letting go of something that just did not pan out. You invested into it and it didn't come through. I want to clarify this Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Sun, this could have been possibly with another Leo, but I feel like this is something that had a lot of promise for you. And because we have the Sun here, the 4 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Cups reversed, I feel like, that's in contrast to this like full moon. I feel like this is a month where you guys are you guys are finally letting this go, right? Maybe for some of you, you're caught between 2 options. I see that as well. Something that, you know, you had like this 10 of Cups potential and energy with, and then something else where you had invested a lot, but it also was causing a lot of pain. And it could have caused you guys with the 4 of Cups to kind of previously be in this like ambivalent place or in this like non-participatory place where it's like, I'm not quite fully over what didn't work out, but I don't want to miss out on this thing that's coming in. I feel like you guys have been in this place of that 4 of Cups where it's just like, yeah, not really participating. It's not really like enthusiastically saying, yeah, I want this. I want to go after this, because you guys were still processing pain and like maybe some question and frustration about this situation that didn't pan out. This is This is going to be a month where many of you are finally able to release it. For some of you, you're finally able to release it because you're really feeling this 10 of Cups energy somewhere else in your life. What is this 10 of Cups? Ah, oh my cards are falling. Whoop, okay. It's a lot of cards, but I'm going to take it. I have the 3 of Cups reversed, the 7 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and the Tower. For a lot of you, I feel like this 10 of Cups, it might not even be like a thing that the 10 of Cups is a happy ending. I think it's not the happy ending that you had envisioned for yourself before, but what this happy ending is this happy ending is a lack of stress. This happy ending comes as a result of leaving behind situations and like cutting out situations that, excuse me, may have been fun in the moment, but may have ultimately kind of like robbed you of your stability, your independence, and your self-respect. And I feel like with the Tower reversed, there was a wake-up call of like, I've got to change something. And that may have been this situation falling apart or have somebody walking away, particularly an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you with the 3 of Cups, there's a friendship you had to let go of. For some of you, you were put in a third-party situation and you had to extricate yourself. I'm so sorry, folks. And for others, this was an issue of going out too much, partying too much, possibly having an issue with substances or with like drinking too much, and you cut that out. And so your 10 of Cups, I feel like that's coming in. This happy ending is maybe not what you initially had in mind, because I feel like whatever this was that fell apart, this was what you guys had your eyes on the prize with. And that might be why you've been turning it over in your mind so much with the 3 of Swords. It's like, but this was my 10 of Cups. Like, if I just did it this way, if I just did this differently, I wonder what would happen if, I had done this. I wonder what would happen if they had done this. You guys have been turning it over in your head because that was the fantasy version of the 10 of Cups that you had. So what's happening this month is you're letting go of this old fantasy that never came to fruition. And I feel like that allows you, it frees up your energy to look around at what you have cultivated. And a lot of you have cultivated a 10 of Cups energy for yourself, or you are well on the way. And one of the major steps in that is that it's not so much for you guys. I feel like it's not so much about what you, what you have, what you are reaching for, but it's about, it's kind of like, I feel like you guys already had the potential for your 10 of Cups on your hands. But it's like all this other stuff is getting in the way. It's addition by subtraction. By what you have cut out of your life and let go of. It's like, I think this is a month where you're looking around and you're seeing all the beauty that you have created through the power of your choices. That's something I'm picking up on very, very heavily. And a lot of you, this is either freeing up energy to keep pushing toward and pursuing this 10 of Cups, or this is something where you have this 10 of Cups energy because you took the initiative, because you weren't ambivalent about what was going on in your emotional realm. You took a power role. Sorry, I have stray hair on my little desk here. You took a power role and accidentally swept the 7 of Pentacles off the desk. So it's like this power role and deciding like, I'm not gonna, this for me can be falling prey to the sunken cost fallacy. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. It doesn't matter if I've been going down this path for this long. It doesn't matter what could have been. I know what it's costing me. I know what it's not. I know what I want to reach for. And so this is going to be a month where you're letting go of what didn't manifest. And it frees up so much more energy to see what you have in front of you. And a lot of you guys are in this, like, October is going to be a time of deeply appreciating what you do have and what you have created at a much deeper level. And I feel like this will lead to quite a lot of satisfaction and contentment. For some of you, I do have to say, the 4 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Cups, you have one or more people coming back. You have one or more people coming back. These could be people you have given up on, people who you thought, that was it. The friendship was over, the relationship was over, and you guys have been separated for a period of time. And this is a month where it's kind of like a reunion energy where everybody comes back together and there is deep contentment, right? You've all been on your own separate paths. It could be multiple people like coming back into your life, or like a friend group comes back together. You've all been on your separate paths and it's kind of like you guys all come together now. And there's this moment of like the happy ending. I want to know what this Four of Cups is. The Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, for some of you, this is a friendship that fell apart. And it feels like, I also feel like for some of you, this can represent letting go of those, like, those, you know, friendships that aren't really healthy. The Eight of Swords, those friendships that aren't really healthy, or like those habits that aren't really healthy. Again, using the example of like partying a lot, drinking a lot. I've been talking about this a lot lately because I think it applies, but there's a sense where, you know, the Three of Cups is a kindred spirit partnership, right? It's our soul pals. And the Three of Pentacles is also a spiritual partnership, but in different ways. And, you know, one of the things, they're both wonderful, and you can have relationships in your life that are both of these things in one. But for me, one of the big differences is that the Three of Cups is just, you just like that person. They just like you. You enjoy each other's company. The Three of Cups is the friend that both gets you into jail and bails you out. And somebody that you have a lot of fun with. And that's the purpose of that friendship, to just enjoy each other. But the Three of Pentacles is somebody that you are aligned with and you have a long-term vision with. And it's kind of like both of you are pursuing your destined path, the path that you want to invest yourself into long-term. And that's where you find each other. That's where you meet each other, right? And I see this because this is coming up a lot in readings, both personal and collective, and I would imagine this is in part because we have Saturn transiting tropical Pisces right now, and this is a factor of that. People are being pushed to pursue their own personal spiritual goals and callings, and as a result, being pushed to align with other people who have similar values and goals so you can build things together. And there's kind of this sense here of releasing the old, or at least not centering the old, right? There's a sense of like these old connections where you guys enjoy each other, but you don't have the same goals or values. It's not like you're not like aligned in your destiny, right? These might be like fated relationships and friendships, and ones where there's a lot of past life energy. You guys are there to bring each other enjoyment and like to just really like appreciate each other emotionally, and that's needed. That's very necessary. But a lot of you are getting ready to build something more long-term, to again be fulfilling taking a big step on your spiritual path or fulfilling a spiritual goal. And that requires you come into alignment with people who have the same vision so you can help support each other and build something together. And this has this energy of releasing a lot of the past that hasn't been serving you in order to prioritize the future you want to create. And this feels like kind of like an old home week, like you and somebody else come back together, excuse me, or you're looking back. I know the Six of Cups isn't here yet, but you're looking back at how far you've come and you're reminiscing about it, and you're appreciating with this Ten of Cups. You're appreciating the happiness that has come out of or is coming out of the actionable steps you have taken to release like the temporary enjoyments of the moment in favor of pursuing something more long-lasting. It's kind of something I'm getting. So let's see what you had before. The Four of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Pentacles, hey, there it is. And then the High Priestess reversed. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you already know this intuitively. There have been situations that you've been releasing, or the situation that you're called to release. You know that you've been working toward letting go of this, right? Letting go of this, you know, Seven of Pentacles reversed, this investment. The Three of Cups, you know, friendship and people that you enjoy, habits that are all just about pleasurable moments. You've been working on releasing this. A lot of you have been working on you know, kind of like understanding, you know, because it's going to be kind of like letting your walls down, understanding why you do what you do, understanding what your purpose is, deconstructing some things that feel very stable but may have actually served to keep you stuck. Because with the High Priestess reverse, your intuition's been guiding you very heavily. It's been like screaming at you. And there's a knowing. We have Pisces here, by the way. There is a knowing excuse me, like a lot of you guys really intuitively feel, I need to move toward this Three of Pentacles. I need to move toward people who have the same goals. I need to move toward this this vision, right? And with the kind of understanding that you're coming into alignment with something that's bigger than you, bigger than the moment. And so a lot of you guys have been letting go of these things that you've invested a lot into, but that ultimately aren't going toward your ultimate goal, your ultimate vision. And that's required letting go of not only old versions of yourself, but the people who you've met along the way and the people who you've aligned to when you were that old version of self. So this is going to be a month where you're really releasing the past, and it frees up energy to enjoy the present and be excited for the future. Now I want to clarify this 10 of Cups a little more. Wow, we have the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. You've really had to struggle for it. And the Page of Wands. We have 10, 11 with the hands on this clock. So October 11th might be very important for you guys. You're starting a new adventure. Some of you are moving or you're traveling, and this is like the start of something new. 8 of Swords at the bottom again. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this was a mindset. This was a limiting mindset of, I'm always in the struggle. I'll never have enough. You know, I have to fend for myself. Or you've had a lot of like friendships and relationships in your life that are built off of, you know, let's both struggle together. Let's both suffer together. It's been all about the fight. And I feel like you guys are leaving that mentality behind, right? 8 of Swords. That's a limiting belief. It's kept you from pursuing, or really not even pursuing, it's kept you from enjoying this happiness. Because again, you have the power to create your happiness here very, very heavily. And I think what this process has been about is just getting things out of the way that add to your unhappiness or detract from your fulfillment. And this is why you're starting this new journey with the Page of Wands, one of excitement and enthusiasm. So this month feels like a huge month of culmination where the past is really being released. And there's a sense of like appreciation and excitement, because I think a lot of you guys were struggling with this because there was a sense of having to let go of this 3 of Cups, let go of something that was enjoyable, that was just fun, that was celebratory, the people you've shared those moments with. Again, that's the friends that get you into jail and bail you out, but you're ready to move on to new kinds of connections, right? This is a huge theme in the collective for this month. New kinds of connections, specifically ones that are more based off the long term and off of significant, substantial alignment. And a lot of you guys are preparing to come into that place. And I think it's interesting too, because in the traditional tarot, these are the only 2 cards that depict a religious background, indicating that, you know, this is an energy of feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, not just by circumstance, but almost by the universe itself, right? And that's why it hits so hard, because it's like, I'm down on my luck. I'm, you know, I'm scrounging around. I'm, you know, experiencing poverty emotionally, materially, spiritually. And it's almost like it's that much worse because the universe has just forgotten all about me and my suffering. That sounds dramatic, but like we all have those moments, right? Where it really feels like, why is this happening to me? Does the universe just not care about me? And this is like the energy of, I am abundant, I am building, and I have people to share it with. And we are brought together. The universe has blessed what we are doing here. And there's a sense of, I feel like you guys have had a hard time letting go of the past because, again, these have been people you have struggled with. These have been people you have fought next to as you have learned and like grown on your journey. And so releasing that has been tough, not only because you're releasing people you cared about, but it's releasing a mindset and starting to get excited about what the universe is bringing you into alignment on. I want to kind of clarify a little more about how this 10 of Cups might look for you guys. The Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, so something is being released, I feel. The King of Pentacles. I feel like you're feeling very empowered about it, though. You're feeling very secure in yourself. The Star reversed, yeah. And the 2 of Pentacles. So this 10 of Pentacles for you, I feel like, yeah, and the Hanged Man reversed at the bottom. More Pisces energy, more Earth energy. Aquarius showing up. Those are my dogs, sorry. I feel like what this 10 of Cups is this sense of fulfillment and happiness that's kind of coming to fruition, is that you're releasing the emotionally unsatisfying circumstances of the past. It has been hard with the Star reversed because, again, it felt like people that you were guided to, and you were, right? You were guided to these people. Sorry, they're barking at something. You were guided to these people for the work that you needed to do during that period of your life. And And it's hard to let that go because that's been significant and, again, substantial. But I think you guys are coming into this beautiful balance. This 10 of Cups is finally being in balance, being able to hold an equal value and measure where you've been with love and respect, as well as the excitement and the enthusiasm for where you're going. And what this has also been for you guys with the King of Pentacles is a journey into your own stability, a journey into, excuse me, you know, patience in creating the life you want, into really growing your hopes and your dreams one step at a time, right? And it's really nice because I think part of this 10 of Cups is this sense of balance and power and strength within yourself, as well as this appreciation for the hard work that you have put in step by step by step. A lot of you have really had to fight for your happiness and your stability here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And so this 10 of Cups for you this month is a sense of pride and accomplishment, as well as this sense of endings. And I'm hearing like fulfilled, like contracts fulfilled and spiritual cycles ending. That makes it feel like you can finally move forward, right? Some of you are getting these epiphanies where you're really seeing the point of what you have experienced and you're feeling like good about it. Yeah, because I cut the deck with the King of Cups and the Hanged Man reverse. You've like reached this place where I feel like you're getting ready to move on, because it's kind of like, I see the point. I know this has brought me, you know, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, somebody who's incredibly stable within themselves. I know this has brought me to the place of growth I needed to achieve, to this place of maturation. And like, I'm kind of cool with how everything panned out because I know I'm going where I need to go. So I think that's beautiful. I love that. With that, I'm going to pull your October messages. I also feel like, too, because my dogs were barking, it was really, usually that's very hard for me to talk through, but I was just like hyper focused on like, no, I got to get this message out. There's a sense here where any distractions that might kind of come up this month, I feel like you are just bulldozing right through it. And that might be part of where this sense of like pride in yourself comes from. It's like, oh, you know, maybe it's in the past. It's like, oh, if I had been invited to go out partying, in the past, I would have done that and I would have blown off, you know, this work project, or I would have blown off this workout routine. There's something where you showed up in the name of stability for yourself and your goals and this new version of self. And in the past, I don't think you would have done that. And it's like the sense of pride of like, I really am making it. I really have changed. I'm really on the path. I want to look at this card, but not take it. Yeah, that's so funny. We were just talking about this. Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. A lot of you guys, this work has been with generational karma, and you've been breaking those patterns. Yeah, risk and reward with Apple. I think a lot of you guys have been learning lessons about risk and reward, about, you know, how to be more consistent, how to stay the course, what's worth taking risks on, what's not. And like learning how to kind of like go out on a limb toward your dreams and goals in a different way than you have prior. So that's very nice. But let's see what you have. You have eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Okay, so some of you, I'm already getting emotional, you guys. Stop it. Stop it. Some of you guys are coming back into alignment. This is, you know, not just about romance. I am picking up a romance vibe, so sorry. Some of you are coming back into alignment with just somebody that you love. You know, again, it's that 3 of Cups energy. You guys are coming back to alignment. Maybe there's a reunion of some kind, and you've been apart for a bit, and it's kind of like you're just so happy to see each other again. And there's a sense of like appreciation. I want to mention we have daisies on this card, so daisies might be important. You guys, I'm getting emotional. What the hell? This is somebody you're very happy to connect with. For some of you with the 10 of Cups, you are connecting with somebody at a deeper level. Again, it's like that 4 of Cups we saw earlier in reverse. Your energy is being like you're releasing old energy, and that's opening up a lot more energy in the heart space to kind of like really participate and engage with life. And the 4 of Cups reversed to the 10 of Cups that we saw earlier. Some of you are having more energy to put into a love relationship, and it's just like, it's like more energy and focus and drive and effort. And it's just like giving like immediate returns tenfold. Some of you, there's somebody, like I said, from the past who is reaching out, who's coming back. Some Some of you, you know, it's like you might be releasing one thing and then coming into alignment with someone or something that's very much that 10 of Cups. So maybe releasing like an old friendship, and then you start a new job and like you absolutely fucking love it. Or like you meet, you know, a new coworker and you guys just like hit it off. But this is that 10 of Cups. I want to see what this is. And this is the energy that's coming through the veil very, very strongly. So your ancestors and your passed on loved ones are helping with this, especially with that love and legacy of our DNA. This is something you've earned. This is also somebody who, no matter how this manifests, this is somebody who's very important to you at the soul. You guys go together way back. You guys are like that. Hangman reverse, this person could be a Pisces. And the 7 of Wands reversed, again, this is very likely somebody who you've let each other go. You've gone your separate ways, and then time and circumstance have passed, and you guys are kind of coming back together with a very different perspective now. The King of Cups. It's fine. The King of Cups, this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know, I'm getting choked up, you guys. This is ridiculous. Temperance, Sagittarius energy here. No fucking joke. The Emperor, Aries showing up. And the Lovers. I can't make this shit up. Wow. Out of your 4 cards, 3 are major arcana and 1 is the King of Cups to clarify eternal love. Okay. Again, just because the cards we saw in the deck, I feel like this might be somebody that you've let each other go. You are coming into alignment with, this is very likely a counterpart energy, definitely a soulmate to you. This is somebody who you are integral to each other's stories with the book in the background. This is somebody who always knew you were going to be a part of their story. I feel like since you met, like on first seeing each other, first meeting, very quickly in knowing each other, this person knew like, okay, yeah, they're going to be a part of my story for a long time. This is somebody that you guys have waited for each other. You've waited for healing to happen here. Again, this also could be, if this is a new person, this is somebody who your souls are part of each other's journeys, part of each other's stories every lifetime. It's a matter of time till you guys run into each other. This person will feel very familiar, very, very familiar. This is really beautiful energy. I want to know more about this, so let's get into it. The Empress reversed, interesting because of that Emperor. Justice, okay, Libra showing up. The Tower, wow. Okay. We have the Fool and then the 4 of Pentacles. This is somebody, and the 8 of Swords reversed. You and this person really needed to get new perspectives on things. You both had self-limiting beliefs that had a lot to do with self-worth. This person may have, I'm getting for some of you, this person let you go because they didn't think that you guys were going to be a good match in the long run. They didn't think that they could match you. And this may have made you feel less than. For some of you, this person was married, or possibly you were, and that's why you guys had to let each other go. But you made such a significant impact on each other because with the Tower reversed, you and this person have really reconstructed your lives after knowing each other. And I think this person has always held on to the idea, 4 of Pentacles and the Fool, held on to the idea that you guys will work it out. It's so funny, I have a message deck next to me that I made, and one of the cards in it is popping to mind as I'm talking about this. And it says, I still have indestructible hope, we'll figure it out someday. This feels really special. This feels like somebody you already know. Again, if you don't, you will, upon meeting this person, you will instantly recognize each other, instantly click. I'm not saying like love at first sight or like, you know, something like that, but you guys will just recognize each other. You guys will make sense to each other. I keep getting that. You and this person have both been on journeys of healing pretty significantly. This person may have had to take a long time to get in touch with their emotions and figure out what they wanted. Because in this version of the Emperor, the stag is surrounded by ivy. Ivy is representative of unconditional love. And there's a sense here of this person may have had to learn to take action on what they love. That's very much supported by the Lovers, right? Learn how to build their life around and take control, take charge of their life in order to create what they love. And you may have been on your own version of that journey. This person's coming back. I want to know what this person wants to offer. Wow. I wasn't going to keep all these, but I will. Knight of Wands, Hermit, King of Swords, Six of Swords, the Three of Cups. For some of you, this person wants to come back and issue you an apology. They would like healing with you no matter what. For some of you, it's because there was a third-party situation in a love relationship. They may have chosen the other person and they regret it. For some of you, this person was just really like into partying and having fun and non-committal with that Knight of Wands. And they've taken time with the Hermit and the King of Swords to really think about and get clear on what they want, and get clear on what is serving them and what is not. And with all this being your energy of what's coming through from beyond the veil, you've had a lot of spiritual support. You may have met with this person a lot in the spiritual, in the astral realm. You could dream about each other a lot, have a deeply psychic connection, and that's why it's coming through. You might be dreaming of each other a lot this month. I feel like what this is going to leave you with is this understanding that you guys love each other no matter what. Like, this even for some of you is that feeling of you go to bed one night, and even if you don't remember it, you dream of each other a lot, and the next day you wake up and you just feel peaceful about it. That's why you're able to release what's happened. And for some of you, you're able to release what's happened because that Four of Cups reversed, this person's coming back and saying, I'm sorry I didn't value you before. I'm sorry I didn't participate before. And with the Ten of Cups, they're wanting to show you, they're wanting to create with you what they couldn't give you before. And I rarely give messages like that because I don't want to give people false hope. So please take it if it resonates. Take it with a grain of salt. This is going to play out differently for everybody. But for somebody here, this person's coming back, and they're coming back strong, because the reality is they've had time to really think about it. And what I'm kind of getting is you can't argue with this. You can't fight this. You can't pretend this doesn't exist. This person's all done pretending. This person has grown significantly. Like, I mean, they're showing me Alice in Wonderland when Alice like eats the food and she's like getting gigantic and like pushing up against the walls of the house. This person's had a spiritual growth spurt. Nine of Pentacles reversed, because I think this person may have made you feel with that Empress reversed like less than or not good enough. And that's because this person didn't feel good enough. They may have always been chasing external validation, chasing outside things because they themselves are so unhappy. Strength, this person I feel like is gathering the strength to come talk to you. This person wants to know if you, it's kind of like if you've got it in you to try with them one more time. The Three of Pentacles reversed, interesting. The Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. Yeah, this person is going to want to know, like, because I feel like you've been caught between this, letting this go. Like, I think the problem before was the love is there, the mutual feelings were there, but the alignment and the values were off. What you were working toward was off. I want to clarify this Three of Pentacles reversed. This person wants to know if you guys can manage to come into alignment. The Eight of Cups, that's why I feel you guys left each other, or this might be why this person left, and they might be explaining that to you. Ace of Pentacles, but here it is. They want to try again. There's something where their values may have shifted, their goals may have shifted. The King of Wands, this person's a lot more confident in what they want. They could have had a spiritual awakening, and you may have known this from the beginning, like that there is a spiritual energy here, but they were very focused on the 3D. And this person has had a shift in their goals because they have had an awakening. And because of that, they see potential. They are now more focused on the mutual feelings and the love shared between the two of you, because as we said, they have become aware that you can't fight this, you can't argue with this. It's just a force of nature. It's just what is. And it's kind of like this person has surrendered to that. That's very powerful. So that's very lovely. Yeah. And you know, for some of you, I do have to say, you are going to be meeting with this person, like I said, in the spiritual realm. And for some of you, what you're kind of coming into terms with or coming into acceptance on is that even though there will always be this soul-based love here, if you guys are like not aligned with what you want to create, it's ultimately not, you know, in flow, in harmony. And some of you guys are coming into acceptance of that, like saying, okay, I accept that this love was real, that this is really there, that we like, there's a sense of flow and forgiveness, as well as moving on and moving toward your happiness. You guys are getting unstuck this month, and that's very powerful. So I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy month ahead, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.